Hello, beautiful soul. Take a moment right now to breathe with me. Just breathe. I want you to know that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment, and I am so grateful that our paths have crossed today. There is something stirring within you, something that has brought you here, seeking a deeper connection with abundance and prosperity. That stirring is your inner wisdom calling you forward, and I honor that calling. I know that many of you watching this may be feeling frustrated with your financial situation. Perhaps you've been working hard, trying different approaches, reading books, attending seminars, and yet prosperity still feels just out of reach. You might be tired of the struggle, wondering why abundance flows so easily for some people, while you feel like you're constantly swimming upstream. If this resonates with you, please know that you are not alone, and more importantly, you are not broken. What I want to share with you today comes from decades of understanding how our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions create our reality. This isn't just positive thinking or wishful dreaming. This is about understanding the profound connection between your inner world and your outer circumstances. When we change what's happening inside of us, our external world begins to shift in remarkable ways. You see, prosperity isn't just about money, though money is certainly a part of it. True prosperity is about feeling abundant in all areas of your life, in love, health, creativity, joy, and yes, financial well-being too. It's about knowing deep in your bones that you are worthy of all good things and that the universe wants to support you in living your most fulfilling life. Today, I'm going to share with you a simple yet powerful practice that has transformed countless lives. It involves writing a specific statement 10 times each day, but this isn't just about the writing itself. It's about the energy behind the writing, the intention you bring to it, and the way this practice begins to rewire your subconscious mind for abundance. Many of you have tried affirmations before, and perhaps you felt disappointed when they didn't seem to work. I understand that frustration. What I've learned over the years is that affirmations work best when we address the underlying beliefs that might be blocking them. It's like trying to plant beautiful flowers in soil that hasn't been prepared. We need to tend to the soil of our consciousness first. The practice I'm sharing today is designed to work with your natural resistance rather than against it. It meets you where you are and gently guides you toward a new way of being. This isn't about forcing yourself to believe something that feels impossible. It's about opening a doorway in your consciousness and allowing abundance to flow through. I want you to approach this practice with curiosity rather than desperation. When we come to spiritual work from a place of desperation, we often create more resistance. But when we approach it with gentle curiosity and love for ourselves, we create the perfect conditions for transformation. Your willingness to be here today tells me that you're ready for something new. You're ready to move beyond the old patterns that have kept you stuck. You're ready to step into a more abundant version of yourself, and the universe is waiting to support you in this beautiful transformation. As we continue together, I want you to give yourself permission to receive. So often we block our own abundance because we don't feel worthy of receiving good things, but you are worthy simply because you exist. You don't need to earn your worthiness through struggle or suffering. You are inherently deserving of love, joy, and abundance. Now, let's explore something that might be influencing your relationship with prosperity in ways you haven't fully realized. Your current financial situation isn't just about your recent choices or circumstances. It's deeply connected to beliefs and patterns that were formed much earlier in your life, often in childhood. Think about the messages you received about money when you were growing up. What did your family believe about wealthy people? What did they say about money itself? Was money scarce in your household, or was there always enough? Did your parents argue about money? Did they speak of rich people with admiration or with resentment? These early experiences created what I call your money blueprint, a subconscious program that continues to influence your financial life today. If you grew up hearing that money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that, or rich people are greedy, these beliefs became part of your internal operating system. Perhaps you learned that having money meant being selfish or that spiritual people shouldn't care about material things. Maybe you absorbed the belief that you have to work extremely hard for every penny, or that money always comes with strings attached. These beliefs, though they may have served a purpose when you were young, might now be creating barriers to the prosperity you desire. It's important to understand that your parents, guardians, and teachers weren't trying to limit you. They were sharing the beliefs they had inherited from their own upbringing. These patterns can go back generations, creating what feels like a family tradition of financial struggle or limitation. But here's what I want you to understand. Just because these beliefs were passed down to you doesn't mean you have to keep them. You have the power to choose new beliefs, to create a new relationship with money and abundance. You can become the one in your family lineage who breaks the pattern of financial struggle and opens the door to prosperity. Your current financial situation is not a reflection of your worth as a person. It's simply a reflection of your current beliefs and the energy you've been putting out into the world. And beliefs can be changed, energy can be shifted, new patterns can be created. Many people want prosperity but struggle with allowing it into their lives. There's a difference between wanting something and being open to receiving it. Wanting often comes from a place of lack. I don't have enough, so I want more. But allowing comes from a place of knowing that you are worthy and that abundance is your natural state. When we want something desperately, we often create resistance around it. It's like trying to force a door open that opens the other way. But when we relax into allowing, we create space for abundance to flow naturally into our lives. Ask yourself honestly, what would change in your life if money were no longer a concern? What would you do differently? How would you feel about yourself? Often, we're not just afraid of not having money. We're also afraid of having it. We might worry about how it would change us or our relationships. We might fear that others would expect things from us or treat us differently. These fears are normal and understandable, but they can create unconscious blocks to prosperity. Part of preparing for abundance is addressing these fears with compassion and understanding. Your relationship with prosperity is also influenced by how you feel about yourself. Do you believe you deserve good things? Do you feel worthy of ease and flow in your life? Or do you carry beliefs that you need to struggle and sacrifice to be deserving? Self-worth and net worth are often connected in ways we don't fully recognize. When we don't value ourselves, we often undervalue our contributions and accept less than we deserve. When we truly know our worth, we naturally attract opportunities and circumstances that reflect that inner knowing. This isn't about becoming arrogant or entitled. It's about developing a healthy, loving relationship with yourself and recognizing that you have unique gifts to offer the world. When you value these gifts, others will value them too, and compensation naturally follows. The beautiful truth is that the universe wants to prosper you. Abundance is the natural order of things. Look at nature. Trees don't struggle to grow, flowers don't worry about blooming, rivers don't question their flow. They simply allow their natural abundance to express itself. You are part of this same abundant universe. Prosperity isn't something you have to chase or fight for. It's something you can allow and receive by aligning your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with the truth of who you are. Now let's explore how your thoughts about abundance actually affect your body and your energy. Everything in the universe is energy, including your thoughts and emotions. When you think thoughts of lack, scarcity, or financial worry, these thoughts create a particular vibration in your body. They literally change your physiology. Notice what happens in your body when you think about your bills or financial concerns. Does your breathing become shallow? Do your shoulders tense up? Does your stomach tighten? These physical responses are your body's way of responding to the energy of fear and lack. When we're in this contracted state, we're not in the best position to receive abundance. It's like trying to catch water with a closed fist. The contraction itself blocks the flow of good things into our lives. On the other hand, when you think thoughts of abundance, gratitude, and prosperity, your body responds differently. Your breathing deepens, your shoulders relax, your heart opens. This expanded state is much more receptive to receiving good things. This isn't just metaphysical theory, it's based on real science. Your thoughts trigger the release of different chemicals in your brain and body. Stress thoughts release cortisol and adrenaline, which put your body in survival mode. Grateful, abundant thoughts release dopamine and serotonin, which help you feel good and attract positive experiences. When you're in survival mode, your brain is focused on protecting you from danger, not on recognizing opportunities. But when you're in a state of expansion and flow, you become much more aware of possibilities and open doors. Your energy field also changes based on your thoughts and emotions. When you're feeling fearful or lack-focused, your energy contracts and becomes dense. When you're feeling abundant and grateful, your energy expands and becomes more magnetic to good things. This is why two people can walk down the same street and have completely different experiences. One person, focused on lack and limitation, might not notice the opportunities all around them. Another person, focused on abundance and possibility, might spot 3 potential opportunities in the same walk. Your thoughts are literally creating your reality moment by moment. When you consistently think thoughts of financial struggle, you're sending out a vibration that attracts more struggle. When you consistently think thoughts of abundance and prosperity, you're sending out a vibration that attracts more abundance. This doesn't mean you should never acknowledge financial challenges or pretend everything is perfect when it's not. It means learning to address challenges from a place of empowerment rather than victimhood, and spending more time focusing on what you want to create rather than what you want to avoid. Your body is also a powerful guidance system for abundance. When you're considering an opportunity or making a financial decision, tune into your body's response. Does the opportunity make you feel expanded and excited or contracted and worried? Your body often knows the answer before your mind does. Many people have learned to override their body's wisdom in favor of mental analysis, but your body is constantly reading energy and vibration in ways your mind cannot. Learning to trust and follow your body's guidance can lead you toward more abundant choices. The beautiful thing about understanding this mind-body connection is that you can use your body to help shift your energy around money. When you notice that you're feeling contracted or worried about finances, you can consciously breathe deeply, relax your shoulders, and soften your heart. This simple practice begins to shift your vibration immediately. You can also use movement to shift your energy. When you're feeling stuck or limited around money, try taking a walk in nature, dancing to music you love, or doing some gentle stretching. Physical movement helps move stagnant energy and opens you up to new possibilities. Your posture also affects your prosperity consciousness. Notice how you carry yourself when you're feeling financially stressed versus when you're feeling abundant. When you're worried about money, you might slouch, look down, or make yourself smaller. When you're feeling prosperous, you naturally stand taller, open your chest, and take up more space. You can use this knowledge to your advantage. Even when you're feeling financially challenged, you can choose to carry yourself like a prosperous person. This isn't about pretending or being fake. It's about aligning your physical being with the abundant person you're becoming. The practice of writing that I'll be sharing with you works so powerfully because it engages both your mind and your body. The physical act of writing by hand creates neural pathways in your brain while also engaging your body in the process of creation. When you write with intention and feeling, you're literally programming new beliefs into your subconscious mind while also shifting your energy and vibration. This awareness brings us to an important part of our journey together, the gentle process of clearing the old programming that no longer serves you. Many of the beliefs about money and prosperity that you carry aren't even yours originally. They're like old clothes that were handed down to you, and while they may have fit someone else, they don't fit the abundant life you're meant to live. The first step in clearing these old patterns is simply becoming aware of them with compassion, not judgment. When you notice a limiting belief about money arising, don't criticize yourself for having it. Instead, greet it like an old friend who has been trying to protect you but whose services are no longer needed. Common prosperity blocks that many people carry include the belief that money is the root of all evil, that wealthy people are unhappy or spiritually empty, that there isn't enough to go around, or that wanting money makes you greedy or shallow. Others believe they must work incredibly hard and sacrifice their well-being to earn money, or that money always comes with negative consequences. Some people carry the belief that they don't deserve prosperity because of past mistakes or because they haven't suffered enough to earn it. Others believe that if they become prosperous, they'll lose their humility or connection to others who are struggling. These beliefs, while often rooted in good intentions, create energetic barriers to abundance. You might also carry beliefs about your own capabilities and worth. Perhaps you believe you're not smart enough, educated enough, or talented enough to create significant prosperity. Maybe you think prosperity is for other people, but not for you specifically. These self-limiting beliefs are often the deepest and most persistent blocks to abundance. The beautiful truth is that these beliefs were learned, which means they can be unlearned. Your mind is incredibly flexible and capable of adopting new patterns of thinking, but this process requires patience and gentleness with yourself. One of the most powerful tools for releasing old programming is forgiveness. This includes forgiving yourself for any financial mistakes you've made, forgiving others who may have hurt you around money matters, and even forgiving money itself for any pain it has seemed to cause in your life. When you hold on to resentment, anger, or guilt around money, you create energetic blocks that prevent new abundance from flowing to you. It's like trying to fill a cup that has a plug in the bottom. Until you remove the plug, the cup can't hold what you're pouring into it. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior or pretending that hurtful things didn't happen. It means releasing the emotional charge around these experiences so they no longer have power over your current life. When you forgive, you free up enormous amounts of energy that can then be used to create the life you truly want. Start by forgiving yourself for any financial decisions you regret. You made those decisions with the awareness and resources you had at the time. You were doing the best you could with what you knew then. Self-criticism and regret only keep you stuck in old patterns. If someone has hurt you financially, perhaps they took advantage of you, didn't pay you what you were owed, or made you feel ashamed about money, consider working toward forgiveness. This doesn't mean you have to trust them again or put yourself in vulnerable situations. It simply means releasing the grip that their actions have on your heart and your prosperity. You might also need to forgive family members for the limiting beliefs they passed on to you. They shared what they knew based on their own experiences and fears. Holding anger toward them only perpetuates the cycle of limitation. Sometimes we even need to forgive money itself. If you've experienced lack, stress, or conflict around money, you might unconsciously blame money for these painful experiences. But money is simply energy. It's neutral. The pain came from the circumstances and beliefs surrounding money, not from money itself. Creating space for new beliefs requires releasing attachment to old stories about yourself and your financial capabilities. Maybe you've told yourself for years that you're not good with money, that you always struggle financially, or that prosperity isn't possible for someone like you. These stories feel true because you've repeated them so often, but they're not unchangeable facts about who you are. You can begin to create space for new possibilities by gently questioning these old stories. Ask yourself, is this belief absolutely true? Does holding on to this belief serve my highest good? What would be possible if I released this limiting story about myself? As you release old programming, you might experience some emotional release as well. This is completely normal and healthy. Sometimes, as we let go of old beliefs, we feel sadness for the years we spent limited by them, or we feel fear about stepping into unknown territory. Allow these emotions to flow through you without resistance. The process of clearing old programming isn't something you do once and then forget about. It's an ongoing practice of awareness and choice. Each time you notice an old limiting belief arising, you have the opportunity to choose a new response. This is how lasting transformation happens, through countless small moments of choosing love over fear, abundance over lack. As you clear these old patterns, you'll find that you naturally become more receptive to abundance. It's like clearing weeds from a garden so that beautiful flowers have room to grow. The fertility was always there. It just needed to be freed from what was blocking it. Now let's explore why the practice I'm about to share with you is so remarkably effective. There's actual science behind why writing by hand creates such powerful changes in your consciousness and your life circumstances. Understanding this will help you approach the practice with even greater confidence and commitment. When you write something by hand, you're engaging multiple areas of your brain simultaneously. The motor cortex controls the physical movement of writing. The visual cortex processes what you're seeing, and the language centers interpret the meaning of the words. This multisensory engagement creates stronger neural pathways than simply thinking thoughts or even speaking words aloud. Research has shown that the act of handwriting activates the reticular activating system in your brain. This is the part of your brain that determines what information is important enough to pay attention to. When you write something by hand, you're literally programming your brain to notice opportunities and circumstances related to what you've written. The repetitive nature of writing the same statement multiple times creates what neuroscientists call neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new neural connections. Each time you write the statement, you're strengthening the neural pathway associated with that belief. With enough repetition, this new pathway becomes stronger than the old limiting pathways. Your subconscious mind learns through repetition and emotion. When you write something repeatedly while feeling the truth of it, you're communicating with your subconscious mind in its own language. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. It simply accepts what you consistently tell it as truth. The physical act of writing also engages your body in the process of creation. When you write with intention, you're not just thinking new thoughts, you're embodying them. Your hand, your arm, your entire being participates in bringing these new beliefs into physical reality. Writing by hand is slower than typing, and this slower pace is actually beneficial for creating lasting change. It gives you time to feel into each word, to really connect with the meaning and energy of what you're writing. This emotional connection is crucial for programming new beliefs into your subconscious mind. There's also something powerful about seeing your own handwriting express abundant thoughts. Your handwriting is uniquely yours. It's a physical extension of your being. When you see abundant statements in your own handwriting, it creates a deeper sense of ownership and reality than reading someone else's words. The practice of repetitive writing has been used for thousands of years in various spiritual and healing traditions. Ancient Buddhist monks would write sacred texts repeatedly as a form of meditation and spiritual practice. In many traditions, writing sacred words or names was believed to invoke the energy of what was being written. Modern psychology has validated what these ancient traditions knew intuitively, that repetitive writing can create profound shifts in consciousness and behavior. When combined with positive intention and emotional engagement, handwriting becomes a powerful tool for transformation. The number 10 has special significance in many spiritual traditions and also from a practical standpoint. 10 repetitions are enough to begin creating new neural pathways without being so many that the practice becomes overwhelming or mechanical. It's a number that allows you to really feel into each writing while maintaining focus and intention throughout the practice. Writing engages what psychologists call kinesthetic memory, the memory stored in your muscles and nervous system. When you write something repeatedly, your hand and arm develop muscle memory for forming those specific words. This creates an additional layer of programming that supports your new beliefs. The practice also creates a tangible record of your commitment to change. Unlike thoughts or spoken words that disappear into the ether, your written statements exist as physical evidence of your intention. You can look back at pages filled with abundant statements and see concrete proof of the new programming you're installing. When you write by hand, you're also slowing down enough to be present with your thoughts and intentions. In our fast-paced world, we often rush through affirmations or positive thinking without really connecting to the feeling and meaning behind the words. Writing by hand naturally creates a more meditative, mindful state. The combination of repetition, physical engagement, emotional connection, and mindful presence makes handwriting one of the most effective tools for creating lasting positive change. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a scientifically backed method for rewiring your brain and transforming your reality. Understanding the science behind this practice helps you approach it with confidence rather than skepticism. You're not just hoping for magic to happen. You're using a proven method for creating real neurological and energetic changes that will support your journey toward greater abundance. Now comes the moment you've been preparing for, the specific statement that you'll be writing 10 times each day to attract prosperity into your life. This isn't just any affirmation or positive statement. This particular phrase has been carefully chosen for its energetic power and its ability to communicate directly with your subconscious mind and the universe itself. The statement is, I am grateful that money flows to me easily and abundantly in expected and unexpected ways. Let's explore why each word in this statement is specifically chosen and why this particular combination creates such powerful results. Understanding the energy behind each word will help you write with greater intention and feeling. I am. These are perhaps the two most powerful words you can speak or write. When you say I am, you're making a declaration about your identity and your reality. Your subconscious mind pays special attention to anything that follows I am because it interprets these statements as fundamental truths about who you are. Grateful. Beginning with gratitude immediately shifts your energy into a receptive, positive state. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational emotions. When you're truly grateful, you're acknowledging the abundance that already exists in your life, which opens the door for more abundance to flow. Gratitude also implies that you're already receiving what you're grateful for, which is a powerful message to send to your subconscious mind. That money flows. The word flows suggests ease and naturalness. Money isn't something you have to struggle for or chase after. It flows like water, finding its way to you. This word choice helps release the belief that money must be difficult to obtain. Flow also implies continuity, not just a one-time event, but an ongoing stream of abundance. To me, this makes the statement personal and specific. You're not talking about money flowing in general. You're specifically calling money to flow to you. This creates a clear energetic direction and intention. Easily and abundantly, easily, reinforces that money doesn't have to be hard to come by. This word helps reprogram any beliefs about having to struggle or sacrifice for financial gain. Abundantly sets the expectation for plenty rather than just enough. It opens your consciousness to receiving more than you might think you need or deserve. In expected and unexpected ways. This phrase is crucial because it opens you up to receiving money through channels you might not have considered. Often we limit our prosperity by only expecting money to come through our job or obvious sources. This phrase expands your receptivity to opportunities, gifts, windfalls, new income streams, and surprising sources of abundance. The complete statement creates a perfect energetic formula. Gratitude plus ease plus abundance plus openness equals a powerful magnet for prosperity. It addresses common blocks like unworthiness, scarcity mindset, and limited thinking about how money can come to you. When you write this statement, it's important to do more than just copy the words mechanically. Feel into the meaning of each word as you write it. Allow yourself to experience gratitude as you write grateful. Feel the ease as you write flows easily. Sense the abundance as you write abundantly. Open your awareness as you write about expected and unexpected ways. The best times to practice this writing are in the morning shortly after waking and in the evening before sleep. Your subconscious mind is most receptive during these times when your brain is in alpha or theta states. However, any time you can write with genuine feeling and intention will be effective. Create a special space for this practice. You might use a beautiful journal or special paper that feels good to write on. Some people light a candle or play soft music to create a sacred atmosphere. The key is to make this feel like an important, intentional practice rather than just another item on your to-do list. Write slowly and mindfully. Don't rush through the 10 repetitions. Take your time with each word, feeling its meaning and energy. Some people find it helpful to take a breath between each repetition to reset their intention and feeling. If you notice resistance or doubt arising as you write, don't fight it. Simply acknowledge these feelings with compassion and continue writing. The practice itself will gradually dissolve resistance as new neural pathways become stronger than old ones. You might also notice that the statement feels different each time you write it. Sometimes it might feel more powerful, sometimes gentler, sometimes more urgent. This is natural and perfect. Allow the statement to be alive and dynamic rather than mechanical. The power of this specific statement lies not just in the words themselves, but in the energy and intention you bring to writing them. When you combine these carefully chosen words with genuine feeling and consistent practice, you create a powerful force for transformation in your life. Now that you understand the power behind this statement, let's explore exactly how to implement this practice in your daily life for maximum effectiveness. The way you approach this practice is just as important as the statement itself. This isn't about mindlessly writing words on paper. It's about creating a sacred daily ritual that connects you with the abundant flow of the universe. Choose a consistent time each day for your writing practice. I recommend doing this first thing in the morning, before you check your phone, read the news, or engage with the world's energy. In those first precious moments after waking, your mind is still connected to the deeper wisdom of sleep and dreams. Your analytical mind hasn't fully awakened yet, which means your subconscious is more open and receptive. If morning doesn't work for your schedule, evening can be equally powerful. The key is consistency. Your subconscious mind responds to routine and repetition. When you practice at the same time each day, you're creating a powerful container for transformation. Before you begin writing, take a moment to center yourself. Place your hand on your heart and take 3 deep breaths. Set the intention that this practice is serving your highest good and the highest good of all. You might say silently, "I open myself to receive all the abundance that is meant for me." Use a special pen and paper or journal that you reserve just for this practice. There's something powerful about having sacred tools dedicated to your prosperity work. Choose a pen that feels good in your hand and paper that feels pleasant to write on. Some people prefer lined paper to keep their writing neat, while others prefer blank paper for the freedom it represents. As you write each word, feel it. Don't just copy the letters mechanically. When you write, "I am grateful," pause and actually feel gratitude in your heart. When you write, "Money flows to me easily," imagine that flow actually happening. When you write abundantly, expand your chest and breathe deeply, feeling the spaciousness of abundance. Write each complete statement before moving to the next one. Don't write, "I am grateful" 10 times, then "that money flows" 10 times. Write the complete statement, "I am grateful that money flows to me easily and abundantly in expected and unexpected ways" once, then write it again, completely. This keeps the full energy and meaning of the statement intact. Some days you might feel inspired to write more than 10 times, and that's wonderful. Follow your intuition. Other days 10 might feel like enough, and that's perfect too. The key is consistency, not perfection. It's better to write 10 times with genuine feeling than 20 times mechanically. If you miss a day, don't criticize yourself or give up. Simply begin again the next day with love and compassion for yourself. Transformation is not about perfection. It's about returning to positive practices again and again with kindness toward yourself. Pay attention to what happens in your body as you write. You might notice your breathing deepening, your shoulders relaxing, or a sense of warmth in your heart. These are signs that the practice is shifting your energy and opening you to receive. If you notice tension or resistance, breathe into those areas with love and continue writing. After you finish writing, sit quietly for a moment and feel the energy of what you've just created. You've just spent focused time aligning yourself with abundance. You've sent a clear message to your subconscious mind and to the universe about what you're ready to receive. Honor this moment of completion. Some people like to read their 10 statements aloud after writing them, adding the power of spoken word to the practice. Others prefer to fold the paper and place it somewhere meaningful, like under their pillow or in their wallet. Trust your intuition about what feels right for you. Keep your daily writing pages, at least for a while. There's something powerful about accumulating physical evidence of your commitment to prosperity. When you see pages and pages of abundant statements in your own handwriting, it reinforces the reality of the new pattern you're creating. Notice how the practice evolves over time. In the beginning, you might feel awkward or uncertain. This is normal. As you continue, the practice will become more natural and the words will carry more energy and conviction. Trust the process and allow it to unfold at its own pace. Don't be surprised if the practice brings up resistance or old beliefs initially. This is actually a sign that it's working. Your subconscious mind might initially resist new programming because it's designed to keep you safe by maintaining familiar patterns. Be patient and gentle with yourself as these old patterns release. You might also find that opportunities begin appearing more quickly than you expected. Stay open and alert to possibilities. The universe often responds to our clear intentions in surprising ways. What might look like a coincidence could actually be the universe orchestrating abundance for you. While your daily writing practice is the foundation of your prosperity transformation, there are additional practices that can support and amplify your new abundance mindset. These supporting practices help create a complete environment for prosperity to flourish in your life. Gratitude is one of the most powerful abundance multipliers. When you appreciate what you already have, you signal to the universe that you're a good steward of blessings and ready to receive more. Start each day by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for. They don't need to be big things. You might be grateful for your morning coffee, a comfortable bed, or a friend's text message. As you move through your day, look for evidence of abundance everywhere. Notice the abundance of leaves on trees, the abundance of cars on the road, the abundance of choices in a grocery store. This practice trains your mind to see abundance as the natural state of the universe rather than scarcity. Pay attention to money when it comes to you, even in small amounts. When you find a penny on the street, when someone buys you a cup of coffee, when you receive a refund or discount, acknowledge these as the universe practicing sending you money. Thank the universe for each monetary gift, no matter how small. This creates a positive feedback loop that attracts more abundance. Keep a prosperity journal where you record all the ways abundance shows up in your life. This might include money you receive, opportunities that appear, helpful people you meet, or resources that become available to you. When you regularly acknowledge abundance, you train your mind to notice and attract more of it. Practice generous thinking and generous action within your means. This doesn't mean giving beyond your capacity or creating financial strain for yourself. It means looking for appropriate ways to be generous with your time, attention, skills, or resources. When you participate in the circulation of abundance, you become part of the flow rather than trying to hoard or withhold. Surround yourself with images and symbols of prosperity if they inspire you. This might be pictures of places you'd like to visit, representations of goals you're working toward, or simply colors and images that make you feel abundant. Your environment influences your consciousness, so create spaces that support your abundant mindset. Read inspiring stories of people who have created prosperity in their lives, especially those who started from challenging circumstances. This helps expand your sense of what's possible and provides practical inspiration for your own journey. However, avoid comparing your timeline to anyone else's. Your path is unique and perfect for you. Notice and celebrate small improvements in your financial situation. If you pay a bill more easily than usual, if you find money you forgot about, if you spend less on groceries while still eating well, acknowledge these as signs that your new abundance mindset is working. Celebration amplifies the energy of what you're celebrating. Practice acts of self-care that make you feel valued and worthy. This might be taking relaxing baths, preparing nourishing meals, wearing clothes that make you feel good, or spending time in nature. When you treat yourself as worthy of good things, you reinforce the belief that you deserve abundance. Learn about money management and investing, but from a place of empowerment rather than fear. Understanding how money works helps you feel more confident and capable with finances. However, approach this learning with curiosity and excitement rather than anxiety about what you don't know. Visualize your abundant future, but focus more on how you'll feel than on specific material things. How will you feel when money flows easily to you? How will you feel when you can be generous without worry? How will you feel when financial stress is a thing of the past? These feelings are what you're really seeking, and focusing on them helps attract the circumstances that create them. Create affirmations that support your main prosperity statement. You might add statements like, I am worthy of financial abundance. Opportunities for prosperity appear everywhere I look. Or, I trust the universe to provide for all my needs. Let these additional affirmations arise naturally from your own heart and experience. Practice seeing yourself as already prosperous in small ways. When you make decisions, ask yourself, how would a prosperous person handle this situation? This helps you embody prosperity consciousness even before your external circumstances fully reflect it. As you continue on your prosperity journey, you'll inevitably encounter challenges and moments of doubt. This is not a sign that the practice isn't working or that you're doing something wrong. These challenges are actually opportunities for deeper healing and stronger faith in your abundant nature. Old patterns don't disappear overnight. They may resurface periodically, especially during times of stress or uncertainty. When you notice familiar feelings of lack or limitation arising, don't panic or judge yourself. These are simply old neural pathways asserting themselves one more time before they fade away completely. When doubt arises, return to your writing practice with even more dedication and love. Let the doubt be there without fighting it, but don't let it stop you from taking positive action. You can feel uncertain and still write your prosperity statement. You can experience fear and still take steps toward abundance. Sometimes prosperity challenges appear as external obstacles, unexpected expenses, delays in receiving money you're owed, or economic uncertainty in the world around you. Remember that these circumstances are not permanent and they don't define your relationship with abundance. They're simply temporary conditions that are shifting as your consciousness shifts. Use challenges as opportunities to deepen your trust in the universe's timing and wisdom. Perhaps a delay in receiving money is redirecting you toward an even better opportunity. Perhaps an unexpected expense is clearing the way for a new level of abundance. Trust that everything is working for your highest good, even when you can't see the bigger picture. When you encounter setbacks, resist the temptation to abandon your prosperity practices. This is exactly when they're most important. Your commitment to positive practices during difficult times demonstrates to your subconscious mind and to the universe that you're serious about creating lasting change. Practice patience with the process. Prosperity consciousness is like a plant growing. You can't see the roots developing underground, but trust that growth is happening. Some changes are visible quickly, while others take time to manifest in the physical world. Your job is to tend the garden of your consciousness consistently and trust the natural process of growth. Remember that prosperity isn't just about accumulating money. It's about creating a life of freedom, joy, and contribution. Sometimes the universe guides you toward prosperity through unexpected paths. Stay open to possibilities that might not look like what you initially imagined, but serve your deeper desires for fulfillment and abundance. Surround yourself with supportive people who believe in your potential for prosperity. Limit time with those who constantly complain about money or who discourage your dreams. You don't need to cut people out of your life, but be mindful of how different energies affect your own prosperity consciousness. When challenges arise, ask yourself what this situation is teaching you about abundance, worthiness, or trust. Every challenge contains wisdom that can strengthen your prosperity foundation. Sometimes the greatest growth comes through navigating difficulties with faith and positive action. Celebrate your progress, even if it seems small. If you handle a financial challenge with more peace than you would have in the past, that's progress. If you notice abundance opportunities that you would have missed before, that's progress. If you feel more worthy of good things, that's progress. Acknowledge every step forward on your journey. My beautiful friend, as we come to the end of our time together today, I want you to take a moment to appreciate yourself for the commitment you've made to your own growth and transformation. By choosing to explore new possibilities for abundance, you've already taken the most important step. You've opened your heart and mind to change. The practice I've shared with you today, writing, "I am grateful that money flows to me easily and abundantly in expected and unexpected ways, 10 times each day," is more than just a technique. It's a gateway to a completely new relationship with prosperity and with yourself. This simple practice has the power to transform not just your financial circumstances, but your entire experience of being alive. Remember that you are not broken and you do not need to be fixed. You are a magnificent being who is temporarily experiencing limitations, and these limitations are not permanent. They are simply old patterns that are ready to be released so that your natural abundance can shine through. The universe truly wants to prosper you. This is not just a nice idea. It's the fundamental truth of existence. Look around you at the abundance in nature, the countless stars in the sky, the endless creativity of life itself. You are part of this abundant universe, and abundance is your birthright. As you begin this practice, trust the process even when your logical mind questions it. Trust especially when things seem to get stirred up or when old fears arise. This is often a sign that deep transformation is taking place. Your willingness to continue during challenging moments is what creates lasting change. Be patient and gentle with yourself as you establish this new practice. Some days will feel more inspired than others, and that's perfectly natural. What matters is your consistency and your willingness to keep choosing love over fear, abundance over lack, possibility over limitation. Watch for the ways abundance begins showing up in your life. It might start small, an unexpected check in the mail, a discount on something you were planning to buy, or a new opportunity arising. Notice these gifts and celebrate them. Your acknowledgement and appreciation create space for even greater abundance to flow. Remember that prosperity isn't just about what you receive, it's also about what you give. As abundance increases in your life, you'll find natural opportunities to share your blessings with others. This sharing keeps the energy of abundance flowing and creates even more prosperity for everyone. Your prosperity journey is unique to you. Don't compare your progress to anyone else's timeline or circumstances. Trust that the universe knows exactly what you need and when you need it. Your job is simply to stay open, grateful, and consistent with your positive practices. Years from now, you may look back on this moment as the turning point when everything changed. The day you decided to believe in your worthiness of abundance. The day you chose to trust in the universe's love for you. The day you began writing yourself into a new reality. You have everything within you that you need to create the prosperous life of your dreams. You are worthy, you are loved, and you are supported by the infinite abundance of the universe. All you need to do is take the first step and then the next one with love and faith in your heart. Go now and begin this beautiful practice. Write those words with feeling, with gratitude, with absolute knowing that your life is about to change in wonderful ways. The universe is waiting to shower you with blessings. Open your arms and receive them. I love you, I believe in you, and I know that your journey toward abundance is already beginning. Trust yourself, trust the process, and trust in the magnificent prosperity that is your divine inheritance.